It's time for Chrysler to come back onto the automotive stage like this. It's time for a car that makes a bold statement without saying a word. It's time for the torch of the most awarded car ever to be passed. And we did, with only one objective: make it even better. Not just for tomorrow, not just for today, but for the future, for a new generation of Chrysler customers. To that end, the new Chrysler Group has committed to a brand new architecture, a whole new skin, an entirely new interior, new powertrain, new suspension. Everything is brand new on the 2011 new 300. This is an investment of over $1 billion. It is an investment designed to deliver the best. How about leaving the gates with a brand new, best-in-class 292 V6 horsepower? One that will soon get an 8-speed transmission that delivers an MPG approaching 30 miles per gallon. That would be best-in-class for a V6. How about interiors designed to be the new benchmark in the industry? An interior that will set the standard for comfort and quietness. An interior that wraps passengers in the softest surfaces in its class, with the most premium top grain leather, and with wood trim sanded by hand. It's no wonder that the Chrysler 300C is the most luxurious car in its class. Because for the new Chrysler, quality is non-negotiable. And in the new 300, quality comes with innovation. I want you to look at the Uconnect touchscreen. 8.4 inches of radio and navigation. Not only is it the largest in its segment, it's almost an iPad in your car. Touchscreen controls for practically everything: weather, movie listings, hand-free calling, satellite radio. More importantly even, I need you to drive this car. It's a great car to be driven in, but it's an even better car to drive. You need to experience it firsthand. Let me tell you, the dynamics are balanced, comfortable, agile. The engine and transmission are incredibly responsive. Its road manners are tuned to be aggressive or polite, always at the same time. And the same story goes for how the car sounds. There is a power note when you put your foot down, but it becomes incredibly quiet when you're cruising. No miracle here, just perfect noise control. Padded wheel arches for less road noise, encased underbody with a belly pan to minimize drag, and laminated glass for complete cabin silence. We also gave the 300 the most advanced all-wheel drive system in the segment. It actually senses weather and driving conditions and changes accordingly. Last but not least, this vehicle also showcases our commitment to safety. It has more safety features than any domestic rival. Blind spot monitoring and rear cross path detection, forward collision warning system and adaptive cruise control, front and rear park assist, and adaptive headlamps. Speaking about the headlamps, look at this jewelry. Beyond safety and efficiency, there is also beauty. Great design with purpose. This is Chrysler, always. Because when you launch a new 300, it's not only about protecting passengers, it's about protecting Gilles.
There's a whole lot of people here. Well, thank you for being here at the show. To say this is an emotional day for us is an understatement. Like the company that shares the first name of this car, it's been through a lot. Before I get all like teary-eyed, let's just say there's a reason it's last of the 16 new and refreshed models we told you about. It's because we had to get the car right. When Olivier came around and Sergio came around, we debated this car heavily. Where did it have to go? Because somewhere along the way, this car became an icon. We started the conversation in Detroit about 6 years ago, and how do we evolve it? Like the brand, the 300 had to become more mature, more relevant, more luxurious, more beautiful, yet still respect where it came from. In research clinics, you wouldn't believe how emotional even the grille was to its current owner base. Changing the grille was a travesty to these people. That's what happens when you have an icon in your hands. You can be paralyzed by that. And as designers, we had to consciously choose to go a different direction, but yet still respect where we came from. So yes, we evolved the grille, and that is kind of the new look for the Chrysler brand as we go forward. And actually, we were so debating it that Mopar is actually going to continue the Heritage grille and what we call the Bentley grille. So those will be available for people that want to enjoy customizing a vehicle, because that's what the has always been about. It's about a car that you can wear it as yourself. It changes personality with color. It changes personality with rims, with everything that we do to it. It's a canvas for the emotion, the people that love to drive. So let's take a spin around the car. Yes, it's retained its classic looks. It's beautifully tapered now. It's got much more plan view. It's much more windswept. But there's modern details throughout. The headlamps were inspired by the eyes of our nation's bird of prey, the eagle. The details throughout were inspired by jewelry. It's like a tailored suit. The lines are just gorgeous. The windshield's been raked back for aerodynamics. We even have a laser brazed roof, so it gives this custom look. The backlight is faster than ever before, and one of my favorite features is the way the bumper disappears into the back lid, leans forward, almost like a custom sport boat. If you looked at one of the best integrated oval dual exhaust tips I've ever seen. And in so doing, we wanted to lighten the mass of the vehicle, so the window's actually bigger. You know, we're guilty for starting this whole beltline craziness. Thanks, Freeman, he's over there. We had a lot of fun with that. We actually opened the DLO a little bit, because that's what our customers want. As we go forward, being relevant, it's also being a little more functional without losing our spirit. In so doing, the car is a little lighter on its feet. We hunkered down the wheel arches around the tires. The wheel arches are even bolder, yet a little more reserved at the same time. And one of my favorite features, again, is the sprung beltline now, inspired by bridges like the Mackinac Bridge and suspension bridges throughout the world. So overall, the design was meant to evolve, go somewhere a little more intelligent this time around, less of a caricature, still beautiful, and hopefully something very timeless. So we'll always go forward with this brand and continue the heritage of the hundreds, so to speak, but never forget where we came from. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. Not only for the 200 and the 300, but for the other 100 that you have in the oven. Please cook it fast and furiously. Next year, this stage belongs to your new creation. Next to its siblings. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new Chrysler 200 and Town & Country. These three cars are the new face of Chrysler. This is from the Motor City, and this is what we do. Town & Country, from the cities that gave the world its first minivan. Chrysler invented the category. We own it. The strong sales performance of the Town & Country in 2010 pushed us past Honda Odyssey for the year. This allows us to claim that the Chrysler Town & Country is the #1 selling minivan in the industry. We are proud of that claim, and we are not about to surrender it. This is a vehicle that cradles our consumer at every life cycle. And this new Town & Country is designed to deliver pleasure and a family.